Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're tuning in, you already get it. Building a complex game is a completely massive undertaking. And hey, if you've ever tried to speed up your workflow using generic AI tools, you've probably hit a brick wall, right? You ask for a script, you paste it in, and boom, your entire physics engine completely breaks. Why? Because that AI has absolutely no idea how its code interacts with the rest of your environment. It's working in the dark. Well, today we're looking at a tool designed to solve that exact industry-wide headache. It's called Maestro. So that brings us to a really relatable question. Why doesn't standard AI actually get games? Well, the reality is that modern game dev isn't just about writing flat text files. It's a deeply, deeply interconnected architecture. Think about it. You've got scenes, prefabs, UI elements, crazy asset dependencies. A standard AI language model is literally blind to all of that structure. It can't see your Unity hierarchy. It doesn't know how a script on one prefab messes with a lighting system 3 scenes over. And because generic AI lacks that spatial awareness, trying to use it often creates way more bugs than it actually fixes.
Section 1. Meet Maestro. Now, Maestro wasn't just slapped together by random tech enthusiasts. It was actually built by industry veterans over at iLogos Game Studios, teaming up with top-tier AI researchers. These are people who know the friction of game dev firsthand. So they didn't just build another basic chatbot. No, they engineered the most advanced AI copilot built specifically for game development. And the absolute key phrase here, the thing I really want you to take away, is that it deeply understands your entire project architecture. It's essentially a 24/7 teammate that knows exactly what you're building.
The contrast between the two approaches is literally night and day. On one hand, generic AI spits out these isolated code snippets. You then have to manually stitch them together and just sort of cross your fingers, hoping you didn't break the whole shebang. But Maestro, it has full project awareness. It actually indexes your entire code base. I'm talking your scenes, your prefabs, your assets, all of it. So when you ask it a question in plain English, it gives you hyper-precise, context-rich solutions, all because it knows exactly where everything lives in your specific build.
Let's move on to Section 2, Core Features and Workflows.
Okay, if you're an indie dev, a mobile studio, or maybe a UA marketer, this is where the real magic happens. Let's break it down. For developers, you've got smart agents. These automate the heavy lifting, stuff like bug fixes, generating integration plans, writing tech specs, even making sequence diagrams. If you're on the marketing side, there's a Playable Ads Creator. You take a single base build, and you can rapidly generate, reskin, and export tons of ad variants to test out. And for the live ops folks, being able to swap assets and totally reskin a seasonal event in minutes instead of days, that is just a massive workflow upgrade. And for those of you practically living inside Unity, the whole point here is a completely seamless workflow directly inside the editor. You know the pain of constantly tabbing out to a browser window, right? Well, thanks to the Unity MCP integration, you don't have to. You get Canvas editor integration, built-in asset optimizers, and one-click optimizations exactly where you already work. Keeping you inside your native workspace cuts down on context switching so much, which basically means you can execute and ship way faster.
Next up, Section 3, Real Developer Results.
Look, this isn't just theoretical. This tool is already trusted by teams who have shipped hundreds of titles. Hearing directly from them really paints a picture of its day-to-day impact. One dev actually said it's, quote, like having a developer who knows every part of your project. Because Maestro handles all those tedious boilerplate tasks, this developer spends way less time just writing raw code and a lot more time focusing on logic and architecture. It frees up your brain to actually focus on what makes the game fun.
And that efficiency is just absolutely massive for live operations. Check out this metric from another team. They said, we reskinned our match 3 events. What used to take a full day now takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That is a staggering number. If you're managing a weekly live ops cycle, shrinking a full day of tedious reskinning down to the time it takes to grab a coffee, that completely changes the math on how much content your team can actually pump out.
And the time savings? They extend right into the debugging phase. Another dev noted they found and fixed UI scaling bugs across 14 scenes in under 3 minutes. Game changer. Now, anyone who's made a game knows UI scaling bugs across multiple scenes are notoriously awful to hunt down manually. Seeing the tool effortlessly debug 14 separate scenes simultaneously, well, it really proves the tangible value of that full project awareness we talked about earlier.
Which brings us to Section 4, the verdict and trade-offs.
Now to keep this explainer totally grounded, we have to look at the practical realities. No tool is pure magic, right? Every single piece of software comes with trade-offs. On the pro side, the benefits are clear.
deep project understanding, rapid game-specific automation, and getting to focus purely on the creative stuff. But looking neutrally at the downsides, getting the absolute best results still requires good prompt engineering. You kind of have to know how to talk to it. Also, heavy usage follows a credit-based plan, so you do need to keep an eye on your resources. And lastly, if you aren't using Unity or HTML5, just keep in mind that they're still in the process of expanding their support for non-Unity engines.
But taking all of that into account, the source material gives CodeMaestro a phenomenal 4.8 out of 5 stars. It specifically highlights its laser focus on game dev and the massive productivity boost it delivers, with really only minor notes about that credit system. Oh, and a really neat little bonus mentioned in the source. Users can actually earn a 1 QA reward just by checking it out via Quasa.io, so that's a fun perk.
All of this really leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question. So, what do you think? Will AI replace game developers, or is the future all about supercharging teams to simply create better games? Based on everything we've unpacked today, CodeMaestro firmly argues the latter. It doesn't replace you, it supercharges your whole team by handling the boring stuff so you can focus on the art. For devs heading into 2026 who are just exhausted by generic tools that don't get it, this feels like what a specialized future looks like. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I hope it gave you a crystal clear look at how AI is evolving the game dev space.